Shalom, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to the 31st Sunday in Ordinary Time. We are going to reflect on the theme, being a good servant. Today, Jesus tells us who is a good servant. A good servant is the one who acts according to what he says. He tells the crowd and his disciples that observe whatever the scribes and Pharisees tell you, but not what they do, for they preach but do not practice. A good servant is the one who is ready to lead others, not only by words but by deeds. Jesus himself came and he was acting according to what he was preaching. Jesus tells us that whoever is the greatest among us, he should be the servant of all. And Jesus himself is a good example of a good servant. St. Paul tells us in his letter to Philippians chapter 2 verse 5 to 7 that your attitude must be the same as that of Christ, who though he was in form of God, he did not deem equality with God something to be grasped at. Rather, he took a form of a servant. Jesus is a good example of a good servant. That is our master, and we must imitate him. In his book, God is Near Us, Cardinal Ratzinger, Pope Benedict XVI, says that Jesus, the Son of God, took an enormous risk and bent down to wash our dead feet, and that is a sign of humility. We must learn from our Master Jesus Christ. We must be humble enough to serve our brothers and sisters. They need our service. If I tell you, love your neighbor, the first question I must ask myself is, am I loving my neighbor? So there should be conformity between what I say and what I do. Jesus tells us that whoever exalts himself will be humbled, but whoever humbles himself will be exalted. We should be humble enough to serve our brothers and sisters. Let us like to serve than to be served. Then our good Lord will reward us. Have a blessed Sunday. Heshima